Good morning, welcome to Thriving Talks. Today we're going to be having a conversation about cultivating resilience, so strategies for bouncing back from adversity. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after facing adversity, so stress or failure. It's not about avoiding challenges, it's about facing them head on, learning from them, and coming back stronger on the other side. So I want you guys to think about a time where you faced something that was really difficult. Maybe it was a tough exam, a disagreement with a friend, a personal setback within your own journey. Resilience is about what helped you move forward. It's about the inner strength, and like I said, helping you get to the other side. So in this video, we're going to talk about what is resilience. I'll mention it again, it's the ability to bounce back from challenges of stress or even failure. So in our life, all of us are going to go through some type of adversity, some type of challenging situation. But today's conversation is highlighting how we're going to get through. So we're able to get on the other side where we're able to feel fulfilled. We could look at our strengths that helped us get through. So let's just kind of talk about some influential people out there that we may know that in some way went through some type of challenge. So we have Barack Obama, overcoming racial and societal barriers to become the president. We have Colin Kaepernick, as we know, taking that knee, facing the backlash of protests against police brutality. We also have Muhammad Ali combating from racism, war, and personal adversity. We have someone that is big when it comes to the media in regards to entertainment, specifically for Black culture, and for all just giving entertainment and comedy. Tyler Perry, overcoming poverty, racism, and building the entertainment empire. We have Michael Jordan, everybody knows, wearing them Jordans. One of the greatest of all time, so overcoming adversity to become the sports icon. As you guys know, he was cut from his high school team, but he used that failure as motivation to work harder and work harder and work harder. Dealing with that early rejection was a key part of his failure, leading to his success. And, as most people, like I said, wearing them Jordans, that carry on his legacy. So we get stronger when we're going through tough situations. So let's just dive right into why is resilience important. So it's important because resilience helps us manage stress, recover from setbacks, and continue pursuing our goals. So the mindset shift that we need to have, like I said, creating that shift is that resilient people don't see failure as permanent. So we're not sitting here thinking that it's stagnant. We can view it as an opportunity to grow, which is, challenge is uncomfortable to us, but as we're getting through it, things will get a little better on the other side. There's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel, right? So a key takeaway is resilience helps us stay focused and confident even if life gets tough. So the pressure makes diamonds. So a quote that I want to pull into this is: no pressure, no diamonds. So diamonds are a form because carbon is set under an extreme pressure in the earth, right? So without pressure, it wouldn't be no diamonds. It would maybe just be graphite or carbon itself. So we're looking at little things when it comes to the science and all that type of cool stuff. You get to really see how things are made. And like I said, without that pressure, diamonds wouldn't really be what it is. So let's just dive into some strategies to help us cultivate some resilience, right? Make sure I have my notes so we grooving and moving, right? So strategy number one is refrain from negative thoughts. So we really want to make sure that we're being highly in tune into what we're thinking, because all these thoughts affect our actions and affect our behavior. So resilient people recognize and replace negative thoughts with constructive thoughts. So they're really intentional about trying to get where they need to be, so they're thinking positively, right? So instead of saying I'm terrible at this, you want to refrain from that and really talk about I'm learning this and I'll get better with practice. So really embracing that change as you're navigating. So practical tip is start by identifying negative self-talk, refrain from it, and advocate for more of positive growth focused type of language. So practice shifting your mindset for long-term benefits. Number two is build a support system. So a strong support system helps you feel supported and less isolated during tough times. So an example is think of someone you can turn to for advice or encouragement. This is a role for a support system. This tip really is beneficial. So reach out to any friends, family, teachers, or even mentors. I advocate for mentors, your own support system of significant professionals out there doing it, and they already went through the experience. So they're saving you years of resilience, you know what I mean? But reach out and develop a support system in which you guys can share your struggles and develop that trust to be able to help you get through, like I said, to the other side. The next is going to be embrace failure as part of the journey. Failure is not the opposite of success, but it's part of the process. So advice that was given for me is, we could look at someone such as like Thomas Edison, that failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. So each failure taught him something new and helped him develop practical steps to get forward or move forward, right? So when you fail, ask yourself a question such as, what can I learn from this, right? How can I improve for the next time? So keep track of your lessons, write these things down, and over time, this will help you build the resilience. A quote I want to add into this as well is, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Henry Ford, for instance, in his book, My Life and Work, expressing the setbacks of developing the Ford Motor Company, right? So a lot of cars were developed, but before that time things were rough. He had to develop his own empire, own business, and he talks about, like I said, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, right? Moving on to the next, it's going to be practice self-care. I'm always advocating for this, always putting yourself first. No one knows you more than yourself, so practicing self-care is essential. Taking care of your physical and emotional well-being is essential for building resilience. Self-care practices such as exercising, sleep, and relaxation to manage better stress is essential. Like I said, practical tips, making sure that you're managing your self-care, and everything or every little step that you do is going to benefit you in the long run. I also want to add into compassion, an attribute of compassion that is proven to help you out, right? So I want to add this quote in. So self-compassion involves being kind to oneself in instances of pain or failure, rather than being harshly self-critical, right? So it is not a self-centered or selfish thing to do. It's the foundation of mental health and resilience. So make sure that you're putting yourself first helps you overall. In conclusion, cultivating resilience every day. Resilience is a skill that takes time, but by developing this and implementing this into your life, significantly it can help you out in the long run. So I want to add in reframing from negative thoughts, building a support system, embracing failure as part of the journey, practice self-care regularly, and then overall just making sure that you're giving yourself that compassion, that self-love, encouraging yourself, giving yourself motivational thoughts as you're navigating through. Things I want to add into your resilience is, it's not about avoiding the challenges, it's about facing them with strength and confidence. So really just trying to step and have the courage to take whatever comes head on. So I want to be able to have you guys take into action to apply at least one of these strategies today. What is one action that you'll be able to build into your resilience in your life? So overall, I want to be able to include, lastly, is that you guys be able to take some of these characteristics and some of these action-driven things into your life that will be able to help you in the long run. So stay strong, keep going, and remember, you got this. Whatever challenge it is, you'll be able to take it on. Nothing is going to be something that you're not going to be able to handle. We're stronger than we realize. But just overall, I just want to say thanks you for your listening. Thank you for being here. And if you guys find anything that's beneficial, just add that into the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more intentional content. Thank you for thriving with me.